Madison Hayes, the unbreakable empire builder introduction. The woman who built her throne from scratch in the glittering skyline of Chicago, where fortunes rise and fall like the waves of Lake Michigan, one name echoes through boardrooms and headlines: Madison Hayes. At 32, she's not just a vice president at Hayes Capital, she's the architect of empires. From a wide-eyed analyst crunching numbers in a cramped cubicle, Madison clawed her way to overseeing multi-billion-dollar Asia-Pacific expansions. Her deals have graced the pages of the Financial Times, her penthouse a crown jewel featured in Architectural Digest. She's the woman who turned impossible into inevitable, negotiating with tycoons twice her age while sipping black coffee at dawn. Independent, fierce, and unapologetically ambitious, Madison isn't defined by bloodlines or expectations. She forges her path with steel resolve and a heart that beats for justice. She's the best, not because she seeks applause, but because she demands respect on her terms. And in the story that follows, you'll see why even family can't dim her light. The hook. A slap that shattered more than earrings. Imagine 200 pairs of eyes locked on you in a ballroom dripping with opulence. Crystal chandeliers casting golden halos, the air thick with the scent of white roses and whispered judgments. Your mother's hand cracks across your cheek, sending your diamond earring skittering across the marble floor like a fleeing secret. The slap isn't just physical, it's the culmination of decades of dismissal, exploding into a live-streamed spectacle that will topple empires. But here's the twist that no one saw coming. That moment doesn't break you, Madison Hayes. It ignites you. And by dawn, the very foundations of your family's legacy will crumble at your feet. Let me take you back to that fateful morning at the Grandview Hotel, where what started as a sister's wedding spiraled into a reckoning that still makes headlines in Chicago's business circles. I arrived at 8 a.m., 3 hours before the ceremony, my navy silk dress hugging my frame like armor. Elegant, professional, a subtle rebellion against the frills my family adored. The ballroom was a vision, cascading white roses intertwined with gold accents, fairy lights twinkling like stars in Sophia's dreamscape. I'd poured $50,000 into this perfection, pulling strings from my network to secure the florist who'd done the mayor's gala. But gratitude? That was as foreign to them as my success. Madison, finally, my mother, Carol, drawled, her eyes raking me from head to toe like I was a flawed exhibit. That dress, couldn't you have chosen something more feminine? You look like you're heading to a board meeting, not your sister's wedding. I smoothed the fabric, a smile tugging at my lips despite the barb. Good morning to you too, Mom. Sophia looks radiant in her gown. She waved it off, not even registering my greeting. A proper bride. You should see how she glows. The comparison was as old as I was. 32 years of being the too-much daughter. Too ambitious, too independent, too masculine in my tailored suits and late-night strategy sessions. Sophia was the porcelain doll, sweet and pliant, the one who'd always fit their mold. Madison, check the seating arrangements? Dad called from across the room, his voice laced with that familiar command. But don't reorganize everything like you always do. I bit my tongue. The chart was chaos. Divorced aunts seated with ex-husbands, business rivals cheek to jowl. Fixing it would label me the bossy one again. What they didn't know, what I'd buried deep, was that I wasn't some mid-level drone. As VP of Development at Hayes Capital, I helmed our Asia-Pacific push, closing deals that funneled millions into the firm's coffers. But here, that was just another flaw. Too career-focused, too much like the son they'd wished for. Of course, Dad, I replied evenly, adjusting a crooked centerpiece. I'll make sure it's perfect for Sophia. Family comes first, Madison, he said, materializing beside me, his cologne heavy as his expectations. You'll understand when you have your own, if you ever settle down. The jab landed, subtle as a scalpel. At 32, single by choice, I was a walking disappointment. Richard, leave her alone, Aunt Patricia chimed in, her amusement thinly veiled. Not everyone can be as lucky as Sophia, finding true love so young. I focused on the flowers, letting their words slide off like rain on glass. Around us, relatives buzzed with their own verdicts. Still no ring on Madison's finger. All that city time and nothing? Poor Carol. At least Sophia's giving grandchildren. My cousin Derek smirked from the sidelines. Hey, Madison, less boardrooms, more normal rooms, and maybe you'd have a plus one. Laughter rippled. I wanted to counter with the 3 dates this year who'd crumbled under my success. The exec who ghosted after I out-earned him. The artist intimidated by my drive. Being single was power, not pity. But why bother? She's just particular, Mom explained to the chorus. Always too picky. I straightened another arrangement, hands steady. They saw a spinster. I saw a strategist. Around noon, as pre-ceremony mingling peaked, Aunt Sally cornered me. So, Madison, how's that little apartment in the city? Cozy. It's a penthouse, actually, I corrected softly. The group erupted. Sally wiped imaginary tears. A penthouse? Oh, Madison, your big city dreams. She exaggerates, Sophia glided in, her gown a cloud of lace. Last year, she swore she bought a Tesla. Imagine. I had, it purred outside, keys in my clutch. But I smiled. Madison's ambitious, Mom sighed, twisting it into a vice. Too ambitious, really. Nothing wrong with modest, Uncle Tom patronized. Not everyone's cut for luxury, kiddo. My phone buzzed. Concierge confirming delivery to my 4,500 square foot sanctuary on the 45th floor, floor-to-ceiling windows framing the city like a masterpiece. Paid in cash post-Singapore deal. Architectural Digest had called it a testament to solitary triumph. I could have flashed the spread, the virtual tour. But validation from them? It'd taste like ash. You're right, Uncle Tom, I said. No shame in living within means. Sophia tinkled a laugh. See, Madison's getting realistic. The irony burned poetic. By the window, I gazed at the skyline where my tower pierced the clouds. 10 years, from analyst to VP, 80-hour weeks, red-eye flights, headlines in global rags. That penthouse wasn't bricks, it was me. Proof I'd risen without their ladder. Handing keys over? I'd be the eternal ATM, the fallback for their princess. I pictured desk nights blurring into dawn, proposals birthing millions. Promotions amid their engagement fates. Boardroom nods from titans. Here, I was difficult Madison. Surrendering would have etched that in stone. My assistant's text lit my screen. Sunrise over the city, caption your sanctuary awaits, boss. Yes, my haven free of shadows. Our Sophia, Mom gushed to guests, everything a mother dreams. Graceful, caring, volunteers at the children's hospital, now a wonderful wife. Cooing ensued. Her teaching degree, charity glow, my name? Absent. I'd wired $50,000 3 months back for budget woes, finagled bridal mag features, upgraded their honeymoon via points. Invisible ink. Such a beautiful family, a guest cooed. So proud of your daughter. Oh, we are, Dad beamed, arm around Mom. Sophia's made us so happy. Daughter, singular. I turned, catching their whisper. After the toast, the penthouse announcement. You're sure Madison'll agree? Mom fretted. She won't choose a scene at Sophia's day. Too proud. Blood-iced. An ambush, weaponized by obligation. What does she need it for? Mom added. No family to fill it. Cruelty clarified, no game playing. If you've felt erased, achievements footnotes in another's tale, I see you. Your wins count, unseen or not. Subscribe if boundary tales resonate. Drop your spot and time below. Let's connect over battles with those meant to bolster. The reception hummed, clinking glasses, laughter swirling like champagne bubbles. Dad rose, spoon tapping crystal. Band hushed, 200 faces pivoted. Before we toast further, he boomed, mic amplifying, Carol and I gift Sophia and Brian something special. Stomach plummeted. Here it came. Family's everything, he grinned, eyes on Sophia. Nothing we wouldn't do for our children's joy. Children's, but gaze singular. That's why we're thrilled. Madison's graciously gifting Sophia her city penthouse. Applause thundered. Sophia clutched chest, feigning shock, lips twitching with foreknowledge. Brian hugged her, beaming. Oh my God, Madison. Sophia cooed into her mic. The penthouse? Serious? Spotlights swiveled to me. Frozen, glass in hand, mind a whirlwind. Orchestrated. Reveal, reaction, venue trapping refusal as villainy. My network dotted tables, boss's wife at 12, clients at 8, watching the generous act. This, autonomy's execution. I set glass down, rising deliberate. Silence blanketed. I'm sorry, what? Voice clear, mic free. Dad's grin twitched. Your penthouse, sweetheart. For Sophia and Brian. This wasn't discussed, I stated, professional steel. Whispers rippled. Dad reddened. Don't be selfish, your sister's day. Dad, inappropriate. Privately, nothing to discuss. Mom snatched my family wedding gift. It's my property, I countered. No agreement. Murmurs swelled. How could she? Selfish. Sophia's tears glistened, timed perfection. Madison, I thought you'd want me happy. Your happiness doesn't demand my home, Sophia. Just property, Dad thundered. Buy another. Then you buy her one. Gasps ricocheted. Pearls clutched at table 3. Photographer flashed relentlessly. Madison, please, Brian soothed. We'd cherish it. I'm sure. But unavailable. Mom's hue veered purple, dad's stroke adjacent. Sophia's sweetness fractured, ugly glint beneath. Come on, Aunt Sally bade. Family. You've no family for it, Uncle Tom piled. Sophia needs marriage life. What for you? Pressure cascaded, reasonable. Difficult. Big job, afford another. Sarcasm dripped from Patricia. They doubted my assent, penthouse a dream, not deed. Generous assumption, I parried, calm amid storm. Finances private. Always money. Mom spat. Sister's joy over property. If her joy hinges on mine, reevaluate. More gasps, back row boo. Flashes strobed chaos. I'd faced hungrier sharks, CEOs devouring juniors. No crumbling for diminutives. Penthouse unavailable, final. Phone vibrated, clutch lifeline. 3 missed from MC, text spiked pulse, saw live stream. On standby. Live stream. Eyes darted. Brian's brother, phone propped on table 6, read live mocking on Facebook. How many witnessed the coercion circus? Another ping, your call. Say word. Marcus Chun, mentor, boss, holder of 40% dad's firm. Compartmentalized secret. Wait signal, I texted, pocketing. So dramatic, Sophia sighed, victim flawless. Fuss over property. Thought sister loved enough for marriage boost. Crowd lapped. Poor Sophia, cold rejecter. But dad paled, phone glancing. Streams fallout dawning. Your wedding's trending, I murmured to Sophia. Congrats. Judgment encircled. Memory surged 6 months prior, Marcus's odd clause in purchase. Protection from third-party coercion, family especially. I'd chuckled. Family difficult, not dire. But Marcus, self-made titan, foresaw. Clause 15.3 activates. Firm intervenes, protects asset and you. Penthouse? Corporate transfer, compensation perk. Trail ironclad. Clause shielded execs from kin entitlement traps. He'd witnessed too many women stripped by family first. Madison's stubborn, dad rallied crowd. But family first. She knows. Family ambushes not, I voiced, carrying. Silence tomb-like. Staff froze, trays midair. Documents in Marcus's safe. Penthouse deeds. Hayes capital skeleton. Dadded Blanche, knowing daughter's his partner's deputy. Thank God clause. Mom stormed down, gown glittering fury, Mike gripped white-knuckled. Madison Hayes. Boom echoed. Won't ruin day, embarrass family. Not creating scene, mother. Raised better. 3 feet away, temple vein pulsed. Gave everything. Gave Sophia everything, I corrected. Earned mine. Ungrateful, audience recall, sweetness forced. Sweetheart, keys. Small thing. No. Word challenged air. Face cycled. Disbelief, rage, shame. Breath collective held. You will. Hiss, Mike dipped. Or what? Curious. Empty threat? Mike rose. Everyone daughter forgot family. Remind? Stir uneasy. Sophia supports, but quiet sensing line cross. Keys, whisper Mike caught. Now. No, selfish, hand lashed. Cheek ignited. Earrings sailed, clattering marble. Ballroom gasp symphony. Mother's scream clawed ears, raw primal. But mine? Silent steel. No tears, no recoil. I'd weathered worse. Hostile takeovers, betrayals in velvet gloves. You monster. She shrieked, Mike amplifying horror. After all weave, guests shifted, sympathy fracturing. Too far. Photographer's frenzy peaked, flashes blinding. I touched cheek, sting fading fast. Mother, enough. But she lunged again, arm cocked till doors burst open. Every head whipped. There, filling frame, Marcus Chin. Impeccable suit, silver hair haloed by corridor light. Not any CEO. 40% Hayes Industries, dad's pride. Silent partner unknown to him. And he'd witnessed all via stream. Carol's scream pierced. 3 floors up, legend claims. What are you doing here? Marcus's gaze swept. Me, cheek blooming red. Family tableau frozen. Stream phone still blinking. Ladies, gentlemen, his voice cut silk steel. No mic needed, command innate. Apologies for intrusion. But certain indiscretions demand attention. Dad blanched ghost white. Marcus? You know my. Intimately, Marcus clipped, eyes locking dad's. Recognition dawned. Partner's face, daughter's boss? Puzzle clicked catastrophic. Whispers hurricane, Chin? Here. What's happening? Marcus advanced, stopping beside me, shield unspoken. Madison soft, you alright? Nod. Been better. His hand, brief, paternal, squeezed shoulder. Then to room. For those unaware, I'm Marcus Chun, majority stakeholder in Hayes Industries. And Madison? My protege. VP steering our global charge. Gasp tsunami. VP? Doubts shattered. Architectural digest flashes. FT nods resurfaced. But tonight, Marcus continued, tone grave, I've seen something unbecoming. A live spectacle of coercion. Family pressuring asset surrender. My firm's asset, transferred to Madison as earned compensation. Murmurs crested. Dad stammered. Marcus, misunderstanding, family matter, precisely why Clause 15.3 exists, Marcus stated. Protects against duress. Penthouse remains hers, untouchable. Mom wilted, Mike limp. Sophia's tears? Dried to shock. And further, Marcus pivoted to Dad, voice thundersoft, this performance? Unacceptable from a partner. Effective immediately, I'm divesting Hayes Industries shares. 40% unwind starts dawn. Market notify pending. Room imploded. Dad collapsed chair, stroke no metaphor. You can't, our deal, watch me, Marcus cool. Ethics over legacy. Madison's integrity? Non-negotiable. Client's table 8 buzzed, phones out, trades queued. Boss's wife table 12 nodded approval. Stream. Exploded, views surged millions, hashtag wedding meltdown, hashtag penthouse stand trending global. I stood tall, cheeks fire fuel. Not vengeance, vindication. Chaos reigned. Relatives fleeing, band packing, photographer goldmine rich. Sophia clung Brian, mask shattered. Madison, how could you? Not me, I said quiet. Choices. Marcus leaned, car outside. Extract? Nod. We exited amid stairs, my stride unbroken, his presence fortress. Outside, Tesla waited, valet odd. Ms. Hayes? Incredible. Evening's young, I quipped. Drive blurred, city lights streaking. Marcus debriefed. Stream hit my feed, family chat group, ironically. Called shots. Divest. Really? Bluff. No. Your father's greed, long festered. This. Catalyst. Gratitude swelled. Thank you. You earned it all. Penthouse loomed beacon. Elevator whisked. Doors parted to sanctuary. City sprawled submissive, moon gilding glass. Assistant waited, ice pack scotch. Boss. Viral already. Offers pouring. Pour yes. Sipped, cheek cooled. Phone. Onslaught. Colleagues cheering, rivals circling, family voicemails venomous. Dad's traitor. Ruined us. Mom's monster, Sophia devastated. Sophia's how? Thought sisters. Silence answered. Dawn crept. News pinged. Hayes Industries shares plunged 25% pre-market. Chun divest rumor tsunami. Analysts. Family feud triggers empire quake. I smiled bittersweet. Not joy in fall, but justice in rise. Week blurred. Meetings, media, Marcus's war room. Divest. Staged, Dad groveled, shares reprieved for reforms. Ethics audit, family recusal. Sophia called, voicemail tear-choked. Please talk? Met coffee shop. Neutral, her eyes hollow. Madison, penthouse? Knew nothing. Mom, Dad planned. Believed you, I said. Truth. Guilt cracked her. Always envied. Your strength. Thought. Gift bridge us. Bridges mutual. Pause. Heard shares, Dad's frantic. Our home. At risk. Empathy flickered. Sister, not saint. Sophia, success shared, not seized. She nodded, fragile. Help. Small start. From desk, pulled strings. Modest flat, south side, cozy, $300,000 wedding adjacent gift. No penthouse shadow. Delivered keys, park bench, her shock genuine. Madison, why? Handed note. True happiness isn't in square footage, it's self-respect. Build yours. Love M. Tears real. Sorry. For everything. Forgive. Time's architect. She hugged, first genuine. Thank you. Walked away, closure light. Months cascaded. Hayes capital soared. My expansions minted billions. Dad's firm stabilized, humbled, reforms stuck, my shadow loomed consultant. Family? Distant orbits. Invites ignored, holidays solo, rich in chosen kin. Marcus family dinners, team retreats. One eve, penthouse throne, city bowed, skyline submissive. Desk aglow, fresh deal, Tokyo merger 9 figures. Pen scratch signature, ink sealing legacy. Opposite, envelope, family address. Words flowed. Dear Mom, Dad, Sophia, I'm your daughter always. But stories? Mine now penned solo. The slap echoed but didn't define. It freed. Rise well. Madison sealed, dispatched. Stood window, stars mirrored ambition. Below, Chicago pulsed, my empire unbreakable. Not end chapter. The unbreakable builder? Just beginning.